Chill.
Again and again, yes, it's the Lighter Issue Podcast, episode 2. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a very special episode for myself. I got my two boys with me, longtime friends. To my right, actually, I should probably introduce myself first. I got some suggestions saying that I should introduce myself. So I am your humble host. My name is Scott. This is, like I said, my second episode, and we're gonna turn up today. It's gonna be a fun one. I think these guys bring something different to the table. I don't think they've ever done anything like this, but So to my right, we have Mr. George Bakile coming all the way from the 6. That is why I'm wearing my Blue Jays hat today. Very special guest. And to my left, we have Mr. Sam Tanous, DJ ST. You know what's good.
Guys? How are you doing?
Like I said, they came from the 6. Today's a different type of episode. We're recording it in the morning, so we're a little bit fresh. We tried to record for the first time like a couple days ago. Ended up not recording anything, so
Take two.
Yeah. We're doing this from the start. So how you guys been?
Good, man.
We've been good.
You guys enjoy your trip to Ottawa so far?
Yeah,
man.
Always.
Can't complain, man.
Always. So Ottawa brings something different to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Ottawa's Ottawa. What else?
It's different. That's for sure.
I just want to thank you, Scott, for having us.
Of course,
on the podcast.
Of course,
100%.
And ST over here.
Yes.
We've been looking forward to this.
Yep.
The Lighter Issue Podcast.
It's a fun one. I wanted you guys here because I feel like this is like the type of episode we could just chill, be laid back, and like just talk about shit. Like, because we always talk about stuff. You know what I mean? So I think having it on video and being able to go back to it, it's
gonna be good.
It's gonna be cute. You know, it's gonna be a cute one.
Be a good one.
So I just wanted to say one thing before like we actually get into stuff. A lot of people have been like kind of hitting me up and asking me like, yo, what's your podcast really about? Like, what do you talk about? What do you do this? What do you do that? And like my straight answer to everybody is like, my podcast is literally about nothing and everything all at the same time. We literally just talk about, it's literally a conversational podcast.
It's a
freestyle, literally. I don't have anything written down. I never prepare for these things. I literally just tell people that I'm comfortable with to come on the show, or people that like I think would be interesting to have on the podcast to come on the show, and we just talk about like life. We talk about their goals and like what they're up to right now. So if you have anything to promote, more than happy to promote it for you, and like we'll for sure plug you in there. But this is more of like a conversational podcast more than anything. Like I feel like
this is chill, man.
Yeah, the people we have on the podcast have like different interests and different ideologies, and like that's why I like to hear everybody out, you know. So
my favorite part about this podcast is actually the couch, because I feel like we've had so many different kind of memories on here. Like we've slept on this couch numerous times over the past 5-6 years.
Yeah, we've
partied on this couch.
Yeah,
and now we're entertaining hundreds of thousands of viewers on this couch.
Yeah, we had a 9.
True. That's crazy.
We've been through shit on this couch, man.
Yeah, even last night we had a 9-person party right down here, so it's fun.
COVID protocols.
COVID protocols. You know, yeah.
Facts.
Come on.
But we've had fun on this couch. Like I personally don't have any profound memories, but I know you guys do. Like you guys have lived on this couch every time you guys come here. So,
dude, man,
it's always fun.
Your house is the best, man.
It's always fun. But yeah, yo. How's Toronto? How's Toronto and like everything?
All I gotta say is, in terms of COVID numbers, you guys are chilling.
Eh?
You guys hit 24 cases yesterday, 2 days ago?
45.
No. It was not 45. It was either 24 or 25 cases.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wait, Toronto, 24 you said?
Yes. In Toronto, last Thursday, we hit 1,745 cases. 1,745 cases.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
Yo, so we're moving to Ottawa.
That's reach, bro.
That's the only way to survive it. I don't know what you guys got, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if I moved to Ottawa.
I'm trying to stay alive, man.
Ottawa, jeez.
Ottawa.
Wow.
No. We'll show some love, man. Come on.
Or Ottawa, as it's going to be called.
Ottawa, okay.
Ottawa. OT Dubs.
OT Dubs.
I've never heard that in my life.
We say it all the time.
That's a Jono. That's a Jono inspired.
Shout out Jono.
Shout out Jono.
Shout out JT for sure.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm like, I don't know. There's not really a topic that I wanted to talk about today. Just specifically, like I said, freestyling. I think the first thing I want to talk about is like a subject that a lot of people are like curious about, and a lot of people see online, and like, it's definitely something that I'm not that I want to pursue this, but just something that I always ask questions about, and like I kind of wonder where it comes from.
Lay it on us, bro. Lay it on
us. That's literally OnlyFans. So like, obviously that's like been the craze lately, and everybody's creating an OnlyFans account for whatever reason. So I wanted to kind of start off and ask you guys, each of you, would you ever start an OnlyFans account? And what would you do on the OnlyFans account?
Can I just start off by saying making an OnlyFans account definitely takes a lot of confidence.
100%.
To put yourself out there like that and know that everyone's judging you and everyone's looking at you for creating something like that it can be very terrifying and humiliating. So shout out to all the women and men who have OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like I know George.
I don't have an account on OnlyFans. But
would you ever start one?
I don't think I have any kind of sexual appeal to start an OnlyFans.
But it's not even just
but listen,
sexual.
if I want to start an
OnlyFans, is it more than just like sexual stuff?
That's like, what they're on there for, right? Like,
because it's like prioritizing, like
if I start an OnlyFans account, it would be about, dumb stuff like my feet or me eating frosted
flakes. Yo, that's a fetish, bro. People like that stuff.
People love that shit.
People love that shit.
They'll pay a premium price for that.
They'll pay $50 a month 100%. To watch me wash my feet.
Yeah, literally.
I don't want to pay $50 a month to.
Okay, but I'm saying if I post on my Instagram, I start an OnlyFans, follow me, all my followers would be like, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah.
George started an OnlyFans. Let me go check it out. Let me pay this guy $50. And then they just see pictures of my feet or pictures of me eating Frosted Flakes. Or any kind of cereal.
You should just start it. You should just
There's different variations.
Start a YouTube channel,
you can do anything, baby. Don't worry about it. He's open-minded. He'll try any cereal. Vector, down for anything.
No, that's the picture.
No. Relax. Cocoa
Pebbles, bro, you got it. Don't
Frosted Flakes,
Wheaties?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Wheaties, mini wheats,
mini wheats,
frosted mini wheats.
Oh, mini wheats.
Yo, those are pretty good, but
those are whack.
What?
Mini wheats?
Mini wheats are actually pretty good, man.
Mini wheats are disgusting.
Yeah,
sorry, I don't like
know.
that.
Yo, I don't know about that one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay,
CTC is the
go status.
Yeah, top, definitely.
Man.
In terms of like what you were saying before, like OnlyFans takes confidence. Like I think anything you do you have to have balls to do anything. Like this podcast, you can't just, I didn't just wake up one day and say, yo, I'm going to buy all the equipment and just sit in front of a camera and a microphone and like just talk about random shit. You need to have confidence in what you're talking about. You need to be like self-aware, I think. You need to know exactly what it is that you're bringing to the table. So like I did this exercise with my friend, Patrick Jules. He is
shout out Patty Jules.
Shout out Patty Jules for sure. He's starting a graphic design like adventure. It's like a business he's starting, and he's charging like people to basically brand their entire business. So like he'll do anything for you from a logo to banners, profile pictures if you need it for social media, video intros, videos in general, like pretty much anything. He'll do it all. So like he's just starting that up, and like we met up a few days ago and did this exercise, and basically he sat me down and said, okay, so like we're gonna lay out everything that you think your podcast stands for to you. And like we did this exercise. It was like what I'm offering, how I'm offering it, and why I'm offering it, or something like that. And like just the fact that I was sitting there and he was asking me these questions, and like I answered them myself, and it kind of put everything into perspective. It was like the first time that I hear myself saying these things, because I never really thought about it before. You know what I mean?
What were the words you used?
Wait?
What were the words you used to describe your podcast?
Like I don't remember what I said. I said, what am I offering? I said, I'm offering like an authentic kind of getaway for people to like tune in and like kind of use my podcast as like some sort of a distraction kind of. I'm butchering the explanation I gave him, but I gave him something more proper. It's just right now on the spot, I can't think about it. And then another question was
it's how like escape from reality kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like these are, like I said before, these are conversations we always have. You know what I mean? We always have these conversations, and it's just we never record them, we never post them anywhere, and we never like really remember these conversations. So like for me, that was what was important for me when I made this podcast. It's kind of just something like some sort of a journal, kind of, because sometimes we get deep in our talks. You know, we have some like crazy talks, and like I would love to record every single talk, but obviously that's pretty much impossible unless you're wearing headphones 99% of the time. So yeah, like that's like a huge reason why I wanted to start a podcast, because I like getting different perspectives and like just kind of cherishing the moment and remembering them. You know what I mean? So then another question he asked was, how am I offering this? And obviously that's a simple answer. It's by creating videos and audio files and presenting them to the public. And then why was a big one, because I didn't really know why I was doing this, but then I realized it was kind of just like to put myself out there and do something that I'm super passionate about, because I am passionate about this. And I've tried different things like throughout the course of like my late teen years to young adult years. And like I've tried making music, I've tried streaming video games, I've tried a bunch of stuff. And like, it's not that I didn't like those things. I really loved them, and I still do love doing those things. It's just it didn't make sense for me to pursue that seriously, like as a real real something that I'm passionate about, you know? So that's why I thought the podcast made the most sense for me.
I applaud you for doing all that stuff.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Appreciate
Good for
it.
you.
Literally gaming, podcast. You also had something else before the gaming, music.
You've always had
kept
different
in
the creative aspect of things.
Exactly.
I like trying different shit.
And you just like try to see where your feet are, you know, best floating in water kind of thing. Like
this idea sounds a lot more planned out.
It is.
A lot more,
it was very
organized. You know? Like you've been really putting a lot of work to get everything done.
So. Yeah, like I know that like in the last few months, like I'd say since like midsummer to end of summer, probably maybe beginning of summer, honestly, like I was really, really, really focused on myself. I went through some bullshit, and like I realized like I need to work on myself like a lot. Like there was a lot of things I wasn't like, you know, when you like you kind of like, not like a revelation, like I saw Jesus. No, like it was kind of just like you kind of just step back for a second and you realized like, okay, this is the kind of person I am now. Am I happy with the person I am, or am I not? And I kind of like saw myself, I'm like, shit, like I could be in such a better place mentally, in such a better place physically, that like I can do, and these things are easy to do. Like I started working out. I started reading lots. I started, instead of watching bullshit YouTube videos, I just started watching things that would actually help me, like about stocks, about self-help, about whatever it is, like happiness or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just put something on all the time, and then I watched that. I started reading books about the financial market, stock market, real estate. I just started doing a lot of these things that I think a lot of people don't take advantage of.
I feel like, especially during this year, during quarantine, there's two types of people who absolutely did nothing. People who absolutely did nothing during this quarantine.
Yeah.
You know, and then they say, oh, 2020 was ass because they made it ass.
Right.
But then there's the other side of people who gained a new skill, gained new things in life. Like, you know, like creating a podcast, making money, getting that promotion, whatever it is.
Yeah.
People were gaining a lot during 2020, no matter the circumstances that were given to them.
That's the best way to do it, man. Like, I mean, something about building about yourself, it allows you to learn the things that you don't like the most. And that's 100%. One of the most important things in the world. Like when you're so caught up on doing things that you're used to, and you're not allowing yourself to just sort of open up those receptors to like new experiences and occurrences, like you're not allowing yourself to create these new interpretations for yourself that allow you to differentiate yourself from others.
And that's what it was. I got to a point
more than
I got to a point where I was like at my, not my peak, because I knew that it was just at that point in time, there was like no more that I could do that I wasn't already doing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I was like, hey, I need to like, I used to work out like a shit ton. I've been working out since I was in grade 12.
Working out was huge this year too.
Yeah. Sure. I've been working out. I've always worked out.
We've all made those gains this year.
Yeah. I've always worked out. I've always stayed active. I've always done all this stuff. In high school, especially like in grade 11, 12, and then first year of college, I was always doing that shit. And then second year, third year of college, and then going into university, first year, second year, like I kind of lost that passion for working out. Not because I didn't like it, but because like I just kind of got into I don't know, you call it like a bubble type of, it was like a weird thing. Like, I don't know. I kind of lost that passion, and like recently just picked it up, like I said. And like, it helps, staying active. Like you get into this like slump kind of mentality where you're like, shit, I'm going to do this tomorrow, or I didn't work out today, I'll do it like tomorrow or next day or whatever. And you keep going to that cycle. And then once you break that cycle and you have like a week or two of consistency working out, now it's an addiction for me. I can't stop. Every day that I don't work out, if it's a rest day, it feels weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like it feels weird. Like I'm like, something's missing today.
Something about like doing your workout every day, like it helped me mentally more than it did. Like the physical factor came after. Like I was so caught up for so long trying to just like lose weight And like I was trying to figure out different ways to lose weight. And then I was like, you know what? Like COVID hit.
Yeah.
Everyone was asked to stay home.
Right.
You know, like people are working from home. People are going to school from home. People are like just home. Like I was going crazy, bro.
Right.
Like I had to go do something to actually set a structure for my day, to actually like allow myself to like keep myself straight mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it allows me to build more like towards the things that help me grow.
Yeah.
You know,
it was definitely tough. Like a lot of people took this quarantine and said, yo, this is bullshit. Like, why? Like, I don't want to stay home. I don't want to like just not do anything. But then there you have the people like you said, the people that actually took advantage of this shit and made something out of it. Like those are the people that right now are like, damn, I'm in such a good headspace right now. Like, and that's where I'm at.
That's the
it's
best,
like it's
man.
the
Good
best
for you. Good
because
for you.
because the thing is you also look back at it and you're like, holy shit, like this was so meticulously like I sculpted this shit and like I planned it and it was so perfect. You know what I mean? Like from the jump from March when it first hit, I was like, yo, I know what I have to do and I'm gonna do. And like when you now, because we're in December, like I'm looking back at all these months and I'm like, yo, holy shit. Like the person I was at the beginning of this shit, the person I am now, two completely different people. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy.
If you can still recognize your March self from your present self, you did something wrong.
100. Yeah, exactly.
If
like
that's the way
you're
I think.
a completely different person.
I like that.
If you don't recognize any change in yourself from all these months,
100%.
You wasted a year, man.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
But
so like,
sorry to be a little negative, but
I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys this question, and I know we were talking about this earlier, but if you were to run into your March self,
no. The question is, the question that was asked is, if you could tell your December 31st, 2019.
Oh, that's what it was.
Self, one or two sentences from what you know now, what would you tell that person? What would you tell yourself?
I'm gonna let you start with
December
that.
December 31st, 2019. Imagine, so
I don't know.
We were all together New Year's last year. We were at the banquet hall. Imagine you go to the washroom and you see your year-old self.
Waist suit right here.
You see the future self.
Bucket man's. What is he doing?
What are you telling yourself right there?
Yeah. I mean, like
it's a hard question.
Like it's a hard question. For me, I would probably tell myself like, yo, like I wouldn't. Okay, the thing is if you tell yourself like this is what's gonna happen and you're gonna do this and this, and
I wouldn't tell myself specific.
It's gonna ruin it, right? Exactly. So what I would say is like, yo, whatever happens in the next year, everything that happens is supposed to happen. Like, and I wouldn't say specifics because we didn't know COVID was coming and we didn't know all these things. And
we had an idea.
It
was in the talks.
It started off, but we didn't know it was gonna be as crazy as it turned out to be. So I would literally just tell myself, yo, every single thing that happens to you in 2020, you need to happen. Like it's gonna run its course. It's gonna suck balls, but you're gonna come out of it way better. Like you're gonna come out of it a different person. And like I would just leave it at that because I think if you told him what to do or you like, you know what I mean? Like it would kind of ruin it and like he'd start to just trip out and like whatever. But
I think for me, I would give myself some advice as in you're gonna go through a lot of shit this year. You're gonna go through the ringer. But you got to remember to stay strong because everything is going to work out. Yeah. Because personally for me, this year was definitely a tough one in terms of my job, in terms of family, and, in terms of the whole scare and everything. But I got to remind myself that, you're going to be good. Keep your head up. Yeah. Keep moving forward. Yeah. Right. That's what I would tell myself. Right. You're going to be okay. Yeah. I feel like at some points during this year, we all maybe at one point said, I want to give up. I want to try something else. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Yeah. And there was definitely points in everybody's life this year where we all thought that. Yeah. So if I can give myself advice, it'd be that, to keep going.
What about you,
Sam? I would just tell myself that there are going to be things that you don't like that are about to happen, and that there are going to be things that you've been waiting to happen that are actually going to happen.
Meant to happen,
that have been to happen. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah. Like that's my ideology behind things. Yeah. And like I haven't seen my life in any other way, but I truly can't see my life in any other way than it's crazy. Right now. You know what I mean?
Like every time we talk about this shit, I smile because it's like, yo, like this is like, you can write a book on this shit. Like this is some real shit. Like man. We're not talking bullshit. Me personally, I'm not bullshitting. Like I was a whole ass different person. Like I was going through some bullshit. I was not confident. My confidence was shot for like a while, and then like finally like this happened, and I was able to like regain some of that confidence and like start being able to speak to girls and like just step out of my shell. Like I feel
like that's been happening to you for the past couple of years, Scott. When I met you, you were very reserved. You're very quiet.
But that was like, I was like a kid then. Like I was like 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, but still. Like,
no, I'm saying, but think of it this way. Think of it this way. You were behind the camera at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
And now you're in front of the camera.
That's true.
Yep.
That's
you
true.
Want to talk about that?
I mean,
I mean, like, hey.
Yeah.
You're frontline now, bro.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Shout out Drizzy.
Yeah,
like let's get it, man. Like
I was never the guy that liked being in front of the camera for like a long time, and then I think the first thing that kind of made me realize that it's something that I think I would like was like kind of one was like when I used to make like music for fun and shit. Like I kind of thought about it and I was like, shit, do I really want to be in the position of like a celebrity? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I sat there and I was like, do you like the things that they go through, the paparazzi, the crazed fans, like it's a lot,
it
bro.
really is, man.
It's a lot. And like that's why I sat down and I was like, shit, I don't know if I would ever like want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where I was like, yo,
a lot of those famous people go to depression.
Oh man, it's like, crazy. Look at Bieber.
Bieber. Oh yeah, Bieber was the prime example.
The Olsen twins.
Yeah, literally. And
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, there's so many. And I just sat there and I was like, shit, do I really like, am I really about that life? You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, that's not me, because I want a normal life. I want to be able to just leave my house and like go to my car and drive wherever I want to go and like not have people follow me and not know my every move and blah, 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 blah. But then you have like some people that are not like that and like they value money over anything, like, so, which is fair. Like, cool, you have your priorities. It's just for me, I didn't see that made sense. You know what I mean? So that's where I was like, okay, I don't think music is going to go too far. Like, I still love to do it, like, on my spare time when I have just for, like, fun and whatever. But I never really I stopped taking it really seriously. And then that's when I kind of transitioned to, like, the whole streaming and, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then that also, like, I realized that shit is a lot of work. Like, it's a full-time job. If you want to be a streamer, you got to stream full-time to, like, actually make it like worth it. You know what I mean? Whereas something like this, a podcast, you can pretty much do it as much as you want. If you want to take it like a full-time job, like some people like Joe Budden and like they literally do it every single weekday.
Joe Rogan, whatever. Like that's cool. Call her daddy.
I think you just got to plan your shit. You just got to know what you want. And then that's where I realized that this podcast could actually work, because I said, okay, I'm going to focus on doing like once or twice every week or 2 weeks.
It's a good idea because, man, you can get all your friends on this show.
Yeah, man. Like whoever. They don't even necessarily have to be friends.
Get your mom on this show, and I'm telling you, you'll get views.
Pause.
You'll get views, bro.
Georgia.
But like, yeah. Here's the thing. I think if we can take it back from the OnlyFans conversation to now, I think the point of this, discussion is sort of just to let everyone know that like the grind don't stop, man. Yeah, okay, like you got to do what you got to do. Do what it takes. Try what you want to try. Like
you got to go all out too.
You have every right to fail. Like, you know what I mean? That's a big thing. Like,
listen, like for me, that's speaking of failure, like I did streaming, and like when I do things, I go 110%. I don't let money like dictate the fact that I'm going to really do this or not. You know what I mean? Like I started music and I invested in a whole ass setup. I invested in everything that I needed to invest in: an interface, a mic, a headset. I bought a piano. I bought so much shit, like, you know what I mean, to do all these things. I went off because when you're trying new things, you want to take it seriously, you need to go all out. Stop letting money rule you. You know what I mean? Like if that's something that you really like, just fucking do it. And like that's where.
Can I play devil's advocate here? Like,
play devil's advocate.
I understand that money isn't everything. It definitely isn't. But when going into something as deep as streaming or music, and you're investing all that money, I get you have to lose some. To win some. Yeah. But you got to play it smart.
100%.
You got to have a game plan. You got to execute
100%. 100%. But the part of the game plan is like, you need to sit yourself down and say, am I really taking this serious? Like, how far do I want to go? Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm just going to talk about these three things because these are the three things that I've like actually pursued. How far do you really want to go? And at one point I really did say like, yo, I really fuck with music and I really want to get that like far. But then I also 6 months down the road or whatever, however long down the road, I sat myself again and I said, shit, like if this gets somewhere, do I really, really like want to be about that life, you know? And like, that's when I was like, nah, fuck that. So what I did was I took all my equipment and I sold it. You sell your equipment, maybe you're going to lose a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, you make most of the capital back. I took that capital and I invested into my gaming equipment. I got a webcam. I got a second monitor because you need 2 monitors. I got...
What was your gamer tag? Blunterstorm?
Blunterstorm, yeah. Follow me.
Follow Blunterstorm.
PSN. Go on PSN. Add up Blunterstorm. But you know what I mean? Like, I got all that shit and I went off and I took it seriously. It was tough to stay consistent with that because like that is something that you need to do full time, like I said earlier. And like, so I realized that it was tough to follow and it was a lot of fucking work, especially for somebody that's in school and has a part-time job and doing all these other things. It's tough. And these streamers that are online right now, the big ones, like this is what they do. They don't do anything else. Like they have a schedule like on Monday to Friday or whatever. This is what they do. Yeah. And like, I sat myself down again and I said, do I really want to stream for 8 hours a day, 5 times a week? And like, you know, I love playing video games. Love it. That is my like escape. Like I go to that shit just so I can like forget about everything. You know what I mean? I love playing video games, but do I want to do that all the time? And I realized like if I started doing that, I would have started hating playing video games and then made it a job and not wanting to do it. You know what I mean? That's when I decided to step away from that.
What were people's reactions when you told them you were going to become a streamer or going to become a podcast?
You got to talk in the mic.
Or become a podcast person. Like, what were people's reactions when you told them
There was that? Like, honestly, like, okay, my close friends, they were kind of like, yo, like always, like, I feel like me and my close friends, we always support each other, like no matter what we do. So it's like, if you're down to, if you want to do this, then do it. And like, they're kind of split in like a way where I have 3 or 4 friends that say, if you're going to do this, go the whole fucking 9. Buy whatever you need to buy. Make the right decision. But, like, if you're really going to do it, then really do it. Don't bullshit and don't half-ass it. Don't, like, do this. Don't do that.
Half measures.
Yeah. Like, obviously, for the podcast, there's some things that I've decided to be smarter about. Like, for example, I use my iPhone as a camera. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I use my iPhone as a camera instead of using my instead of buying a camera. Like, I there's these little purchases that I made that were the smart decision. You know what I mean? I bought this interface right here. This shit costs like $800. I bought this thing because I knew that I was like taking this seriously. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this is literally straight for podcast. Yeah. This is like, yeah, it's bands, but
can I press a button on that?
I mean, if you want, like this blue one here, you can press that.
That's what you got, eh? Like that's
you know what I mean?
Eh?
I don't know what that one does. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like,
like
here's the thing.
That's like some
here's the thing, man. Like you want to always have the best equipment. Like everyone always wants to have the top of the line because at the end of the day, regardless of how nice it looks, people's argument is longevity. Right? Yeah. You want to hold the device for as long as you can.
Longevity.
Now here's the thing.
That's
I'll put it this
way.
Write
that down. Yo, write that down. That's a good word.
Now here's the thing. Here's the
word
thing.
of the day, longevity.
I work in IT. Okay, and like the computer I got at hhome, it's $300.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
I got that.
But you
Lenovo,
pimped it out, man.
Think Center.
Yeah.
$300, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can do everything and anything that a computer needs to do.
You replaced a lot of stuff, and you know what you were doing with that,
dude.
Right?
Dude, for all the people out there who know what I'm about to say, it was just an SSD and RAM. Yeah, that was it. $300, an SSD and RAM, and like everyone wants. And listen, unless you want to game, stream, and go the full 9, like. You don't need I'm just trying to say you don't need the top of the line. Like I don't have the top of the line computer to support customers who have the top of the line computer, you know? So you can do what you want to do.
Okay, but something like computers, there's like an unlimited amount of variations for that, and you could easily drop that price down from $2,000 to $500 or whatever.
How many variations are there
from
on
this
YouTube?
one? Listen, for this,
so many.
This interface itself. I'm just gonna talk about this interface.
Okay, fine.
There's many. This is like the lowest. Really? There's this, and then there's the Go XLR. The Go XLR is for streaming games. Okay, I didn't want to buy that one because I was like, shit. Like, I was in the process of switching from streaming to my podcast, and I was like, shit. Do I really want to get the Go XLR, or should I get something that's strictly for podcasts? And I sat myself down and I said, honestly, it's really not worth it for me to buy something that I'm not even going to use for the proper thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I could have bought the Go XLR. I could have used that. It's about $200 cheaper than this thing. But then I was like, if I'm podcasting, get something that's proper for a podcast, not something that's for gaming that you could use as a podcast and then like won't have the same features. Like this thing, I don't even need my laptop. I use it with my laptop because I don't have to put an SD card in there, but I can literally unplug my laptop, put an SD card in that bitch, and it'll work. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
SD card
yeah. Yeah. So like, that's what I mean. Like there's a lot of things. Yeah. There's variations, but at the end of the day, if you know you want to pursue this shit for real,
yeah,
make your investment, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to make it anyways, you know?
Yeah, you're going to have to make it anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. So like realistically, if this goes far, I don't have to buy a new interface. This is literally it.
Yeah.
This is like pretty much top of the line. Like, you know, like I'm good.
Start making money, don't plan to have the same exactly.
Views. At the end of the day, the money, I can, though, but the money that I spent on this is going to come back. Regardless, I'm gonna get this back regardless. You know what I mean? Unless like some crazy shit happens, but you know what I mean? Like that's my opinion on it. If you're gonna do everything, go a whole 9. Don't half-ass it.
Man, just do it.
Work smart. Work smart. You guys are right though about the work smart. Like, do it. I didn't spend $1,200 on a camera because that's like,
it's unnecessary.
It's not necessary. I have a perfectly fine device that can record me and like do everything I needed to do. So, that was that. And like, yeah, when we made this decision, we went all out on it. That's awesome. But yeah. It was good. I don't regret it at all. But yeah.
I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. Bars. Shakespearean.
Don't get me going right now.
But yo, like back on like the topic of confidence that we were talking about before, I think like a lot of things that you do, you have to be confident about. And like what we were talking about, like speaking to girls and shit like that. Like I remember
the ladies,
like, listen, this is one thing. I want to say something before we continue on with that subject. A few people have come up to me and said, like, why do you talk about things that you are not in the position to speak about? And by that, I think they mean mostly like things like, and they don't mean that like they're pissed or something. It's just like, it's a valid opinion. Like I like whatever. So I literally, like last podcast, we talked about like some type of medical field, like whatever. And I was kind of just like, I said, like we talked about like the vaccines for COVID. I'm speaking about my own experiences and like when I'm talking about some things that I am not super educated about, I mentioned that, listen, I
watched that podcast too, and you were saying nothing but your opinion.
That's it. And like,
who are they to tell you?
But I always say like, yo, I have no idea about this.
But Scotty, they can listen to your opinion, or they don't have to. That's
exactly
their right.
So yeah, like
it's the same thing if that person made a podcast and they said their opinion.
Yeah,
it's not right or wrong.
It's true. I'm not like people come up to me and say like I don't want to talk about certain things. If I come on your podcast, I don't want to talk about certain things because, like, who are we to speak on these things and blah, blah, blah. But at that point, you're just being uptight and like, yo, literally come on this podcast and chill out. It's really nothing serious. Like, you just come here and you have a good time. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Nobody's going to judge you. Like, it's not like, this guy is not a doctor. You shouldn't be talking about this stuff. No, like, I'm obviously, like, I'm speaking on what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've read. And, like, that's my opinion. Like, I never, ever say, you know, you guys shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. I don't tell you what to do. Like, you guys are allowed to do whatever you want. Yeah. You can like listen to what I'm saying. You cannot. It really does not change my perspective at the end of the day. So like, this is for you. Like, you guys are just like listening to what I'm saying and acting on that if you want or not. It doesn't matter. But anyways, that's whatever. So on the topic of like you want to
I just want to say on the flip side, I feel like a lot of people do talk about a lot of things that they have no business talking about because they're talking out of their ass.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're talking about, but they keep on speaking just to hear their voice.
Right. Yeah.
I met this one person who told me that COVID is a hoax.
Yeah.
They were sure about it. That was their ideology. COVID is a hoax. Masks are fake. Masks are not needed. All that, you know? Little did they know, I work in healthcare and I've seen patients with COVID, and I know how severe it can be and how serious it can be.
Yeah.
So they're seeing stuff from, they have their blinders on. They're seeing this because that's their opinion. That's how
tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, exactly.
Yeah.
That's their opinion. That's what they see on the internet. That's what they're told. And I kind of feel bad for them because they don't know anything else.
And they won't know until it affects them personally,
or until they've
That's
been
the
to
thing,
the experiences
guys.
that we've been. That's
Yeah.
the nurses have been in. That the doctors have been in.
Yeah. That's why I never speak on that because, like, realistically, okay, at the end of the day, like, I don't think COVID is a hoax. Obviously, like, I think I'm a pretty, like, I listen to, like, the facts, you know, like scientific facts. I listen to science, and like, I will never form an opinion that kind of goes against the grain, you know, and that's something that goes against the grain, like deeply goes against the grain, because you have.
I don't think that's even your opinion at that point.
No,
I think that's your ideology.
But I think generally, like, the ideology behind anything and everything when it comes to knowing about something is that someone who truly researches and studies the genuine data regarding that matter knows the difference between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, you can't like the person who's talking out of their ass is only playing themselves at the end of the day. Like, you're talking out of your ass. People can tell whether you think so or not. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then they choose to listen to you in the future or not. You know?
I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, those people don't have an effect on the way I see things.
You,
like,
man.
yeah, just do you. If you want to believe it's a hoax, go right ahead. But like,
cares?
yo, when like, if you catch that shit and like you're in the hospital bed, God forbid, like, I don't wish that on anybody, but like, if you're in that position and
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. So like, if you're there and then you're sitting there, like, I saw somebody was like literally had it and they were in there and they were still like, yo, it's a hoax.
Didn't Trump go through the same thing? Wasn't he the main guy who said it's a hoax?
That's crazy.
And a couple weeks later, he got COVID.
That's nuts.
But anyways, whatever. Like, it's
insane.
You're gonna have people like that for everything. My point is that, like, whatever, you guys can listen to what you want. Don't listen to whatever you want. It's cool. Like,
you should just have a little bit of background information before you start talking about something.
I agree.
You don't want to look like that idiot, that guy who.
That's why I never ever speak on things that I'm not like.
That you just don't know.
Exactly. Like, I will never ever,
like,
you'll never see me talk about like some crazy, like,
what's the point? Yeah.
Chipset or like, you know, like for computer shit. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
What the fuck is a chipset?
I don't know, man.
Lay's and Pringles? Ruffles,
I don't know.
maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Definitely. But
That's such a dad joke.
That's such a dad joke. It's okay. It's okay. You're getting older, it's fine. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I would never speak on shit like that. But
one more.
Yeah. Dad joke?
The toes you step on the way up.
Jeez.
Wow.
Are the asses you're gonna have to kiss on the way back down.
Bars.
Okay.
Bars.
Like,
write that down.
Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself.
Computer guy, Fat Al Shar is writing all
you
this
know,
down.
like you're gonna have your 15 seconds of fame, man. Everyone gets that, but like, it's only for 15 seconds. All right, so don't waste your time, man.
That was just to bring up the topic of, like, back to the topic of confidence and like.
We keep coming back to this topic.
We keep coming back to this. Yeah, I know. It's something that I want to, like, talk about, like, a lot, because this is like something.
Let's
talk
about, if we're talking about confidence, what are some of the most famous pickup lines you guys have heard or you guys have done on?
I heard this one.
What are some of these pickup lines?
Why don't you tell them, Scott?
Huh?
Why don't you tell them?
Listen, I heard this funny ass pickup line, and it was like, "Yo, I heard you ordered a shipment. Here's your tracking number," and then you send them your phone number as the tracking number, and then you. I don't know if it works. I've never tried it.
Can I tell a crazy story?
What?
Can I tell a crazy story on this podcast?
I mean, shoot. It depends how crazy, but yeah,
it's pretty crazy. So I was at this club pre-COVID. Obviously, it was like 2018.
Yeah.
And I was with this guy I just met, and
like brand new.
Like, you know, it was one of those like parties I went to as a friend of a friend.
Okay, yeah.
This guy smashed. He's drinking, and we're at the club in Toronto, and
in city,
and comes out to me. He's like, George, like, let's go pick up these 2 dimes over here.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, let's do it. You know, whatever. He's like, I got this crazy pickup line. Okay, like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Bro, we go up to these 2 shorties, letting him lead the way. And he goes, damn, ma. Checks out their ass. He goes, you shit with that ass? And I went, what? I went, excuse. And then girls are like horrified.
Oh my God, bro.
Yo,
like what the
yo.
And
there's
then
jokes.
I literally like, I'm like, tell me
Like-
there's more to this pickup line.
What did they do? The girls.
They walked away. What else are they gonna do? It was terrifying. I want to buy
Oh
them dinner
my
after. Like,
God.
I'm so sorry.
Were you next to him when he said the pickup
It was
line?
me and him, and the girls are right there.
Wow.
Do you shit with that ass?
You shit with that ass? And he gives the whole look like this.
No way.
And-
He had to
and-
be drunk. He
And
had to be
let's
drunk.
and let's also remember that the music's blasting. So
Confidence.
he's yelling this.
Can you
Listen,
imagine?
listen.
Can you imagine like a scene in a movie where the music goes off and you just hear him yelling?
my
"Oh,
heart-
shit with
my
that
heart
ass"?
dropped.
That'd be
No way.
hilarious.
Yeah, I would have just walked away right
Oh
there. If
my
I was you, I
gosh.
would have just
I
been
was
like, "Yo, you're
frozen.
on your own,
I
bro."
was frozen, bro. And, you know,
Do you shit from that ass?
no. Do you shit with that ass? Specifically
That specific ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And-
Confidence.
Wow.
Confidence. No, that's not okay. There's a difference between confidence and stupidity. That's just
That's
just something like.
yo. That's in the books, man.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
different. That's
watch
different.
me.
I don't know. You gotta have balls
I'll give
though.
you guys $25 if you say that to a chick next time.
Like, listen. If some, no, I would never. Like, no.
I actually wouldn't, man.
I'll make it
I actually
$32.
wouldn't.
Like,
No way.
Best
Thir-
offer.
I actually
33, you got a
wouldn't,
deal.
man.
33, you got a deal. Like,
$33, you say
yeah,
that?
Let's do it. Let's
Damn,
do
Ma, you shit with that ass?
it. Shit from that ass. No, but like, there's like, I don't know if, yeah.
Are we still live?
You got it? Okay.
We're live, yeah.
Yeah, we're live. We're gonna keep this running because whatever, you know. But
vibes.
you shit with that ass.
Raw vibes.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I would
don't
never.
know how much worse you can get.
Nah, there's a fine line, man. Like when you're talking to like girls or guys or whatever. Like, okay, if you fuck with somebody, you could DM them, you can go up to them, approach them. It's fine. Like like shoot your shot. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
like you can't like. Do you shit with that ass? Come on.
Yeah, I know.
You know
Yo,
what
tell
I
me he
mean?
was drunk. Tell me he was drunk.
Yeah.
He was smashed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
put
I was
him-
gonna say like
But
I mean like
it's
not that
still-
it's okay.
Do you
but
think you would have said that when if he was sober?
I just met the guy. I never met him afterwards. So I don't know him. I don't remember his name. I just remember
Holy
that.
shit. That's
I remember
crazy.
going back
What
to
a
my
wacko.
boys and telling them that, and they're just like, "What?"
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Yo, but like I said, like there's a fine line, man. Like you could shoot your shot.
And just for the record, that wasn't me.
There's a yeah.
You know, people already commentate. That was definitely George.
He's speaking from experience, bro. Come on.
George is telling us
That's
so
funny.
I got this friend.
Yeah, I got this friend, right? Yeah, for sure. No, 100%.
Keep it low key. Keep it low key.
Yeah, but no, like there's a fine line. Like I said, like if you're going up to somebody, shoot your shot, yo, do your thing. And like a lot of my friends say, like, who cares? Like it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But nah, like yo, if you want to be that guy, like you want to be that dude, like you don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be that guy that DMs every girl.
No, you don't
and
wanna
then
be
the-
that guy.
And then the girl goes, "Oh, he DM'd me."
Like you need
You
to
want to be you want to be that guy
Yeah.
that DMs a girl and goes, "Holy shit,
He
he
DM'd
DM'd me."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, literally. And like it's like there's a fine line, like I said, and it's like, okay, yes, who cares? But no, like you have to care. Like this is your reputation. Like I know people like from way back, like obviously they've changed and became more mature and whatever, but they were literally DMing every single like girl that they ever came across. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that. You can't like you gotta there's a fine line. You gotta make a girl feel special, not just like one of the others. You know what I mean? Like there's a fine line with that. And like what you go in with, it kind of shapes everything else. You know what I mean? So if you go in with some dumb shit, like do you shit from that ass? What is it? Do you shit with that ass?
Shit with that.
Like
ass.
you gotta expect to like
But I think the main thing, especially in our 20s, is to focus on yourself.
100%.
And I feel like a lot of people
Yeah,
are
2020 was a self-reflecting year.
right, but I just mean that I think a lot of guys nowadays are really focusing on the relationship side of things.
Yeah.
And not even just guys, both men and women.
That's
are
cool
both
though. If that's what they're going for, like you
But
you
it's-
have to be in a good place though. You have to be in a
Bro,
good place.
I
everyone
think
is
this is a whole
settled
debate on
down.
its own.
Everyone is at home. Everyone is self-isolating. They have nothing to do. They want to be with someone.
It's in everyone's
okay?
nature
Yeah.
to be with someone to
Yeah,
find love. For
but-
sure.
Affection, yeah.
But I
like-
feel like that will come once you grow and you find yourself more as a human being. If you force that shit, it's gonna be shit.
yeah,
You know?
I agree with that.
You
You can't force anything though. But like we said before, if it's meant to happen, that shit will happen. Like no matter what.
If you
Like
feel it, man.
Yeah.
Like no, that's real. If
Yeah.
you know, you know. Like if
you know, you know.
If you
I'll
guys
never-
click,
yeah.
it's done.
It's
true.
a
I'm just
vibe.
saying,
It's that
don't
inner
force it.
feeling
Yeah.
where you're
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
this is real.
yeah, like I'll
don't-
never like you'll never ever catch me saying some dumb shit to somebody because I personally believe in like if you go up to a girl, like literally you could say okay, you can't say anything. You can't say some dumb shit. But like if you say like, hey, how's it go? You can say anything. Hey, how are you? Or like whatever. Like a funny pickup line, if you think it's a funny pickup line that's not "do shit with that ass," like you can use those.
I love how that's our example. Like, what a great example.
That's just
base,
like the
bro.
example of the worst pickup line ever.
That's what we're about. Do shit with that ass,
That's
bro.
set the stage. That's set the stage.
Hashtag do shit with that ass.
Yeah, like I said, like you can pretty much, like, if you fuck with somebody, you can go in and say anything, like, "Hey, how are you?" or like, are you, like, I don't know. You can say really whatever, just not dumb shit. And like, if that person is interested, they'll answer no matter what you say, as long as it's not "do shit with that ass." You know what I mean? Like, that's my opinion. If somebody fucks with you, they're gonna like answer your DM, or you approaching them with like some type of enthusiasm, and like, then you know, like, you have a shot. And take it seriously.
You should also know that if you do decide to DM that one girl, you've been trying to DM her for a while, and you did, and then she completely ends up rejecting you, I also think that shouldn't be the end of the world.
100%.
You just should be like, okay, like, it sucks, it's gonna sting, but fuck it.
Listen, I'm gonna just straight up, like, I know somebody that literally just straight up got like rejected. But I like that. I like the fact that
rejected you.
Yeah, no, not me.
Sorry,
a friend, right, George? Yeah, a friend. No, like, a friend of mine literally got rejected. But the way he got rejected, like, I respect the way that girl handled it. She literally just said, like, "I appreciate it, but you're not my type." Respect. Like, I love that answer.
No
okay,
bullshit.
thank you. I know.
Yeah.
Now I'm on to the next. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck
yourself.
that. Yeah, and like, I'm not saying you have to answer everybody. Like, obviously, if you say how do you shit with that ass, like, that's a warranted, like,
cuff team,
left
bro.
on red. But
it's happening.
Yeah, like, I'm saying, like,
set the date.
When you guys get a girl, I'm totally DMing her with that line.
Yo, listen, I will pay to see that.
Mr. Steer, girl.
I will pay to see that.
Bro, you got it.
Nah, but
$35 split.
Yeah, yo, there's a
$35 split. Get man.
Get man.
Yes, sir.
Get man.
Yo, but there's a fine line. Like I said, like, just be confident in what you're doing. Know who you're sliding in on, and like whether it's gonna work out or not. Like, I personally, like, we were talking about this the other day, I would never try to DM a girl that I know has bare mans in her DMs. Not because, oh, she's a hoe. Like, no, I don't care about that stuff. That's not something
The Ladder Issue podcast loves all kinds of women.
Facts.
Or not.
Facts. I would never
God bless 'em.
like, whatever your past is, it doesn't matter to us, I don't think. But like, my point is okay, if a girl has 100 guys in her DMs after every picture or story she posts, obviously whatever you send her, she's heard before. So
you're just giving me another number.
You're just giving me another number. Exactly. So like, you got to figure out a way where you can stand out. And if you can't do that through DM, then just like, don't bother. Like, wait for the opportunity of where you see her in person, and then make yourself like shine. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think those girls feel really lonely? Yeah, in the fact
I don't think so, man.
I feel like they have so many people looking at them, but they don't have that one. Well,
Listen,
I mean, maybe they do, but for the girls that don't, you feel like they do feel.
It's
a lot
tough,
more lonelier.
It's tough because everybody's different. For me, every single person that I've met that like has bare people on their, like, in their DMs or whatever, like, I think they know what they want. You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
They know what they want.
I think it depends on the person also.
It's not, I think it's not them posting for the people. I think it's
for themselves.
It's them boosting themselves. They're like, I'm pretty. I'm like,
I'm
big. I'm
it's
jacked.
definitely
I'm
a self-confidence thing.
Yeah, 100%. Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think you gotta have balls to do. Well, okay, obviously your girl's not balls, but like, you have to have like the confidence to post that kind of stuff.
Or something.
You know, but
like, what do you want to post at the end of the day, man? Like, I don't know. Like me, like I used to post a lot on Instagram, man.
Yeah,
I used to post a lot, and
not so much.
Now it's, man, I've been posting it, like, I post like on a yearly basis now. I have like 4
I think my last post
on
was
my
the BLM
profile.
post.
I don't.
Yo, I didn't post for a hot minute. I never posted. I didn't post for a long time.
Instagram was sick.
But the thing is, listen, once you
Instagram
get
is so
to that point,
oversaturated right now.
It is. But once you get to that point
of the best.
Once you get to that point of confidence,
Instagram in 2013 was prime. Remember that old
2013,
layout?
yeah,
the gray one or
the gray one.
That was cute.
You know, when you could post 20 pictures at a day, and
the one where they had the old icon was the brown and white icon.
Yeah,
that was the best Instagram. Yes. That was when Instagram was in its prime.
My boy Fadi El Shar loved Instagram so much.
Shout out Mr. Clean.
Shout out Mr. Clean. He literally posted a photo of a red screen, blue screen, and a green screen all in a day because his computer was malfunctioning. He still has it on.
No way.
Go follow him.
That's awesome.
This man he posted the most random Instagram post because that's what it was back then. It didn't matter what you posted. Nowadays, you gotta have a good caption. Is the filter good?
No, that's the fun.
No.
But listen,
okay. I think it's so oversaturated. I think like you really.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oversaturated. Like you have to overthink as to how to post.
No,
or properly.
No, he means like there's a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, no, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna.
I don't know, man.
Post on what you.
But yo, it doesn't matter if you want to post. Go ahead and post. Yeah, I'm not saying like
it's showing different kinds of people and how they.
None of us
post.
are Instagram influencers too.
Right.
Let's also get that.
I mean, I'm almost there.
What are you talking about?
I'm almost there.
You're almost there. Inshallah. But like for me, like I don't really care. I'll post a picture of me and my boys, and that's it. Call it a day.
Yeah, I feel you. But yo, like listen, for me,
theoretically speaking,
for me, listen, for
maybe
me,
if they make the cut,
like since March, like I said, I've been working out and shit, and like I like posting that shit because now I'm at a point where I'm like, yo, I really fuck with the way I am right now at this moment, and I wanna like let my confidence radiate on. I wanna like put that shit out there because that's the only way I can do it right now. Right now,
I don't think impact is made unless it's in person.
Right? No, 100%.
You can
100%.
post as much as you want. I don't care.
Listen, I'm more of an in-person kind of guy, anyways. But I'm just
sure.
saying, like right now, because of quarantine, there's only so much you can do, and because I feel so good and like where I am right now, like I like showing that, and I like kind of being that motivation for people.
Good for you.
Because I find like okay.
Do you have an Instagram, Lighter Issue Podcast Instagram?
I do, yeah. Lighter Issue Pod. I think it's called. I think it's Lighter Issue Pod.
Lighter Issue Pod.
Yeah.
Follow
that shit. But yeah, like
subscribe.
You know what I mean? Instagram's lit though. Listen, social media in general is like oversaturated, I find. But if that's how your confidence radiates and you like doing that, then go ahead and fucking do it. Like don't let anybody tell you. And we're guys. We're speaking from a guy's perspective. It might be different for girls. We have no fucking.
We gotta
clue.
get a girl on this.
The next episode. But like we have no fucking clue how it is. Like we don't know what you guys go through. We don't know the reason you guys post. We don't know any of that shit. We're like I said at the beginning, we're speaking from our own personal opinions. Like we don't know. So yeah, like I don't know.
But keep posting those pics.
Do your thing, bro. Do whatever it is that makes you happy.
Tap if they're
100%, bro.
I personally think the last standing social network right now is Twitter. But that's
Twitter? I think
dude, Twitter
died in 2011.
Listen,
bro.
Twitter's
hilarious, man.
I never had Twitter for a long time.
Twitter just deals from Reddit.
Listen, I
didn't have shit. That's all from Reddit.
No, bro. I get different ones.
I didn't have Twitter for a long time. I didn't have Twitter for a long time. Okay, and then eventually when I got Twitter, I kind of realized Twitter is like, it's a very, very specific audience for Twitter. You have to be.
You put yourself in that audience, though.
No, man, it's not even like that. Like I find Twitter is a lot of. And I say this like kind-heartedly because I know people go through shit and some people use Twitter for that, but a lot of it is complaining and a lot of it is like judging other people's.
A lot of subtweets.
Subtweets
literally came from Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How often do you go around and say, "Oh, subtweet"?
That's what I'm saying though. Like, but that's all of Twitter, and like I realized that because I started following all these different accounts and all these different influencers that are on Twitter, and like you kind of realize like a lot of the shit they do is just talk shit and like kind of. Like I don't know, 50% of it is you're making fun of your own life, like and making it the joke, and then
it's not really my own life.
What do you mean?
Yo, Twitter, man, it's like, yes, it's stuff that's happening relatively.
Yeah,
but like, man, they just know how to make it hit, like the right picture, the right word, like it's just so.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's hilarious, man. Because I can go on Twitter, and I can go read some real shit.
100%. You can find anything on
Twitter. Yeah, and read some cool shit by Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But what I usually like to do, bro, I gotta show you.
No.
This meme. Like, yo,
listen, I have Twitter and I'm a full Twitter user. I have Twitter. I surf Twitter.
Unreal.
I know. I
keep busy all day. I can be on Twitter all day.
I get it. I get it. But I'm saying 50% of it is you making fun of your own situation. The other 50% of you're making fun of other people's situation. And like, I personally don't like that shit because it just it kind of either brings yourself down or brings other people down, and either way you're bringing somebody down. Like, why the fuck would you want to do that? You know what I mean?
No, I'm not.
I think Twitter. That's what Twitter is, and I think Instagram is like either you're showing off a life that you don't actually live.
I look like I talk shit.
Or two, you're just trying to be like something you're not. Like it kind of relates to the first point, and you're trying to like just show like yourself. You know, like I don't know.
It's very open discussion on Twitter. That's why I think like you see a lot of people speaking negatively. It's because they won't say it to someone's face.
But listen,
they're gonna send it out virtually.
But listen, Reddit,
where's it gonna go into? Twitter's world.
Reddit,
you know?
Reddit is a whole different story.
Reddit's a movie.
You have people that speak on experience.
Reddit's
and
a movie.
like we know what the fuck is popping with Reddit.
With Twitter, again, you choose the channel. You choose your feed. Right?
Yeah, but with Twitter, it's like you don't know where somebody's coming from. Like what? Okay, so what's your angle? Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think it's also about how people converse on those social platforms. Like when you're on Twitter, man. You know, like it's not the same way how people talk on Reddit.
Yeah,
those people,
100%.
Those people talk differently, and like they
Yeah.
explain things differently. And like with Twitter, bro, it's more like it's short and sweet.
Yeah.
With Reddit, bro, you can read something that's a page long, right?
Yeah.
And
and then you got Facebook with all you got Facebook with all the aunties and uncles on there.
all my
ammos
and my aunties and my judo and teta, like you guys can go talk about your.
I posted because my profile picture was mad old, so I updated your profile picture and I didn't realize that it posts it on the shit.
You can.
I go back on Facebook. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But I go back on Facebook and then all I fucking see in the comments Arabic writing. I have no idea what these people are saying.
That stuff is.
They're like,
I'm
like, what the fuck?
Because you're just like,
bro.
when did I add you?
Like I don't know what
How
these men
our
are saying.
parents
reposted just at the kitchen table scrolling through Facebook.
Oh man, every single day.
Addicted.
Every day.
Back in 2010 when it was popping for us, Facebook,
Yeah.
they would always tell me, get off Facebook.
Oh my god. Look at them now, eh?
How the tables have turned.
Now.
or how the turntables.
2007, I started my
Michael
first
Scott.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Office reference.
2007? 2007, I started my first account.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
I think it's
07, 08.
Yeah. Some
I
shit like
love Facebook.
That was hype, and then it was actually Facebook
And
for a minute.
then our parents took over.
Like for it to be honest.
Jeez, BBM? BBM.
I was never a BlackBerry
I
guy.
I was never a BlackBerry guy. Yeah.
What?
I got BBM when it was on the iPhone. Remember that?
Yeah, even that was used.
Yeah, it was waste. I didn't like that shit.
That was waste.
Yeah.
I didn't care for BBM. I was a big MSN guy.
Anyways, yo,
MSN
like
was
whatever it is you use,
Those
like
winks. You guys use those winks
what?
on MSN? Those winks.
I don't remember MSN. I used to use it, but I don't remember how it was.
Man.
Whoa,
Yeah.
MSN,
You guys a kid.
man.
I was young, bro.
Right after school, Phineas and Ferb was about to come on,
Yeah.
man.
Zach and Cody.
But either way,
That's
yo,
so
like
Raven.
whatever it is that you wanted,
Zach
like
and
whatever it
Cody.
is that you
You ever watch
use.
Zach and Cody, Sam?
SpongeBob.
What?
Huh?
You ever watch Zach and Cody?
You ever watch That's So Raven?
No, I never heard of it.
Me neither.
Okay, fuck
I
off.
produced every episode. That's so even relax.
Oh jeez.
Nessie
Whatever.
Classified.
Nessie
Nessie
Classified?
Classified aired at what time?
3:45 p.m.
Cap, it was 10.
Whatever it is you
Nessie
decide to
Classified
use.
got me through my elementary school experience.
Listen, whatever it is you decided to use in elementary or now or whatever, at the end of the day, like use it. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Like it doesn't matter. Like we're just talking. Like I'm talking about how like I view things and like that's how I view Instagram. I think Instagram is probably my favorite one. I love Snapchat. I think Snapchat is dope as fuck. I think Snapchat is kind of like the most.
Snapchat's fun.
Snapchat. Well, it's getting like stupid because of like the whole like
TikTok
reels.
features?
No, at the end where you can be the most popular.
TikTok
one or
is a
whatever.
whole different.
I don't even want to fucking talk
I
about
don't even
TikTok.
want to talk about TikTok.
Are you guys on TikTok?
No.
Is Lighter Issue going to
they're
be on
gonna hack your
TikTok?
phone.
It is on TikTok, but I'm using that because business opportunity. But anyways, like fuck TikTok.
Chill.
Yeah.
All those 13-year-old
Snapchat. Listen,
tweens are
Snapchat's getting
about to
bad.
unsubscribe from you right now.
I don't care, bro. Snapchat is getting bad because at the end they started adding those reels. But Snapchat, I feel like it's the most like you know what the fuck you're going on Snapchat for. You know what I mean? Like you're just literally going on there sending your friends a pic or whatever, and
Your
like
friends a pic.
yo, yo.
Snapchat
You put
is
me on blast like
texting
that.
with pictures, man.
Literally.
It's just like
That's why I fuck with Snapchat,
Everyone
though.
texts, and that's why Snapchat's gonna be alive forever because
Yeah.
everyone's gonna snap. Like it's
Yeah.
and like if you want to just post something to everyone all at once,
If
post
you want,
a story.
listen. If you want nudies, follow George. Like it's easy.
Follow my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Frosted
Here we
Flakes
go.
pictures
Frosted-
coming
Yeah.
soon.
Frosted
He's called
Flakes tequila.
Frosted Flakes Master 301. Frosted Flakes Master 301. Follow him on OnlyFans. But yeah, yo, like
Remember Snapchat back in the day when it was just 10-second snaps, the videos.
And you can only
10
use like the
seconds.
black
Really?
and white
I
filter.
don't remember
You
that.
only record for 10 seconds. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You remember the best friends, the 3 best friends on Snapchat?
Oh, I remember that.
That was the best.
That was fire.
Just the stars. They
That was
weren't
fun.
happy faces.
Yeah.
They were just stars.
Yeah.
Seeing the girl you like and then seeing her best friends.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I swear.
That was
I-
literally.
She was your best friend, but you weren't hers. You mean?
Yeah, no,
No.
not even like I like this girl like theoretically, and then you see who she Snapchatting. Her 3 people she Snapchatting.
Yeah.
I swear it was always Fatty Al Shar number 1, bro. I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't
Always,
even know
bro.
this girl, Fatty.
trying to holler at some shorty
and it's Fatty El Shar. I'm like, come on, bro.
Man, that's fucking hilarious.
Say something for the rest of
I
us.
remember that
Mr.
shit.
Clean.
Fatty El Shar is the king of Snapchat.
Yeah.
This guy.
Snapchat's sick though. Like
This
if
guy
you-
needs a Snapchat shirt. I gotta get you a Snapchat shirt.
with the ghost on it.
With the ghost.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
You wear
yeah,
it
I
too.
feel you.
And you know he Snapchatted.
Yeah. But yeah, yo, like that's just the way she rolls. Like I think any social media right now is like, it's like you said, it's very oversaturated, but like if it makes you happy, do your thing. I personally like so I just started doing this during quarantine. I take a week off of all social media every month. So like for 1 week, for 1 week I delete. I don't take it off. I just take it off my phone so that I'm not always constantly surfing it, because some points when you're in person, like, okay, there's an awkward silence, right? What do you always gravitate towards? Your phone. Right. I hate that shit because
it bothers me.
learn how to break that awkward silence, converse with other people. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. And like, I've been doing, like, I'll take off my shit off my phone, and I can go on my laptop and access it or whatever if I want to, but I just do that because like you kind of build a
tolerance.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's tolerance is the right word, but you like build like you get used to the fact that your phone's always there to break that weirdness, And like I just hate that shit, so I delete them once a month to get used to it.
When we used to go to the camp, TBT, I used to always not use my phone for the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good break.
It was the best.
No, you guys always use your phones there.
Me?
Whoa.
Me?
No.
Listen, I'm in a position of authority. I have to.
I actually, nah, bro.
You?
Bro,
I had no signal.
You? No.
I had no signal, bro. No signal.
You had signal. You were Bell, bro.
Cap.
I was not with Bella. I'm with Rogers.
Cap.
And you guys know for a fact.
I know what you said. That was a
2
cap.
weeks. I used it on the day break. And
if you remember me texting you in August,
what's the time?
Link me.
How much?
Texting Ottawa.
Like, yeah, right.
Okay. Like I said, like
we're having a good convo, bro.
We're having a convo. Do we cut it? We continue? Like I don't know. What do we do?
Are we in a rush? Oh yeah.
We have to. Yeah, we're kind of in a rush. So I think like this podcast was dope as fuck. Take 1 and take 2 are two completely different podcasts. You realize that?
Yep.
That was crazy. But I fuck with this one. Like we're definitely gonna post this, and we're gonna
we gotta come on for a part 3 sometime.
I'm gonna have you guys back on.
But next time he'll be in Toronto when he does the podcast.
Ooh.
You think you can bring all your shit to
lighter issue on the go?
Lighter issue
Are
on the
you
go,
crazy?
man. You're in the
you should
6.
do like a James.
This is easy though. I can bring the shit.
Lighter issue, man.
In the
No pun
car kind of
intended.
podcast. Like
a car karaoke.
Car karaoke. But like do a podcast in the car.
No way.
That'd be hilarious.
You guys know car rides are the most therapeutic things ever.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know that car rides are the most therapeutic.
Yeah,
like,
I love car rides.
Talking in the car with your boy or whoever is the best thing
It's
ever.
the best, 100%. And like jamming to music at night by yourself and like blasting that shit.
Music is literally like.
I've been on a music craze.
I'd be the most like black white person in the world.
Yeah,
like,
man. It's so dope.
I need music.
Man, but that's it. Like I think that the main thing I want you guys to take out of this podcast is that, listen, we're just like 3 dudes. We literally just talk about whatever the fuck comes to mind, and take our advice, don't take it. Really doesn't matter. We just kind of professing our opinion,
And if you made it all the way to the end,
shout out you.
Shout
out you. Yo, make sure, listen, I want to say, make sure you click that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, if you do all that shit.
If you made it
that
to
would
the end
help
of
a
this
lot,
video,
man.
Hashtag do you shit with that ass?
Do you? Yes.
Comment.
Yes.
Hashtag do you shit with that ass?
Do you fucking shit with that ass?
If you made it this
do
far
it.
in the podcast.
Do it. Let's make that a thing. Pop that shit on Instagram. Comment it everywhere. But yeah, yo, I appreciate you guys. This has been a fucking blast.
Thanks for having us on, bro.
This is my first like I felt good in this one. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it flowed like nice.
Yeah.
We got the jitters out of the way. I think we're good now. So like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Lighter Issue Podcast signing out.